Knock, knock, knock. Seems the black community has a visitor. They roll back DEI. We roll back our wallets. Now Target is rolling back to us, hat in hand. It's giving karma. It's giving, oh, now you care? But more importantly, it's giving news. Let's rewind. Target tried to play cute earlier this year, scaling back their diversity and inclusion efforts after rallying up the right wing. Translation, they choose MAGA over melanin, and baby, it backfired big time. Now Brian Cornell is meeting with Reverend Al Sharpton. Yes, the Reverend Al Sharpton you see here, trying to patch things up with the very black community they thought was disposable. Oh, so now we matter?
This is a message for Target and Target only. Okay? Are you listening? Whoever told you to do a sit down with Reverend Al Sharpton, you should fire them. Because I, like many other Americans, do not look towards Al Sharpton to be the beacon of hope. I don't look towards Al Sharpton to help me define and or curate my moral compass. I don't know who told you, but Al Sharpton is not the leader of the Black Liberation Movement. He wasn't even the person leading the conversation on DEI. Al Sharpton is not relevant and hasn't been so in more than a decade. That's not to say that Al Sharpton doesn't represent a subgroup of African Americans who believe and think the way that he does. But if for 1 second you think that one meeting with Al Sharpton is going to get black people to start flocking back to your company, because at this point you're going to have to do a lot more than have a photo shoot with a handful of black civil rights leaders to get us back into those stores. I've now curated my entire life to where I don't even think about anything that I could possibly need from Target. I drive past Target every day, don't have any inkling or itch to return. Why? Because you didn't understand your base. And you are willing to throw us under the bus in order to appease a subgroup of American voters who never shopped at Target anyway.
Oh, and to that CEO, that's the secret. We don't give a fuck if you was meeting with Al Green. Spending my days. Cause to be gaslit by a company is crazy. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about ending the boycott. Not from the same motherfuckers you say you ain't need the money from. So even if you had a conversation with Al Sharpton, who is AI activist, be on our side. Like he said, you can withdraw and so can we. Whatever you think that you finna talk about to reverse what you done did and said is a negative. We have already made our minds up. The plan has already been set to save. So we not even spending no money, let alone coming to that motherfucker to spend. Y'all was just too loud with the disrespect. Like y'all didn't have to be that disrespectful. Like y'all literally couldn't wait. Now it's taking a toll. Now you want to reverse. Whatever you gonna tell Al, we don't believe you. So we telling you ahead of time. There's no need for the conversation. It's not gonna change anything. Now everybody is, hey, you got some people swayed back in. That's not our fault. They got nothing, we can't save them all. But the majority, we said what we said. We did what we did, and it's gonna stand where it's standing.
Called upon Reverend Al Sharpton to sit down at the table to discuss the DEI rollbacks. You can call upon Jesus Christ himself to sit down with you. I'm still not coming into Target. You lost me as a customer.
No, seriously. Y'all made all that motherfucking noise to go get Al Sharpton to speak for you? I know you fucking lying.
So Target is now asking to speak with Reverend Al Sharpton. For what reason? We don't know. But Reverend Al Sharpton has not even posted about the boycott against Target. But it shows that Target understands that we ain't fucking around. And they done fucked around and found out. Target, we've been telling y'all for the last couple of months that we are the buying power in the United States. Black people make shit move. We drive the culture. And when you decided to hit below the belt and renege on your DEI initiatives, you didn't think we were gonna pull our money back? Baby, we are joking with y'all now. Y'all are not even a protest anymore. Y'all are not a boycott no more. We have normalized not shopping with y'all. It only takes 30 days to actually pick up a habit. And so we as a community have picked up the habit of not even going to your store. And Reverend Al Sharpton has not even endorsed the boycott. But he did criticize Target and warn them that if you fucked up, you may find out.
Yeah, so it looks like the people down at Target done reached out to the right Reverend Al Sharpton. They done reached out to Al Sharpton, and I'm trying to figure out for what? What is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to release a press statement that make us start shopping at Target again? Because if that's what you're expecting, you are in for a big disappointment. This is no longer a boycott. We don't fuck with y'all. You said what you said. Now stand on it. The difference between Target And us is that we standing on big business. We said we don't fuck with y'all and we mean it. So I don't know what y'all thought reaching out to Al Sharpton was gonna do, except give me more content for a TikTok video. Cause no, we don't give a damn. Half the time we don't fuck with Al Sharpton, if we being perfectly honest. So I don't know what y'all thought that was gonna do. But yeah, y'all need to figure something else out, because this is no longer a boycott. We just don't fuck with y'all.
Wow, Target is completely empty. And I'm loving it.
It's Good Friday and I have some good news. Target, y'all have messed up so bad that y'all have managed to turn this boycott into a breakup. The fact that I have not walked in a Target since this boycott began is something that makes me so proud of myself, and also makes me realize that I never need to go back. There is nothing at Target that I haven't figured out some way to survive without. What a lot of black people aren't understanding is why we have this heat for Target that we don't seem to have for other businesses. What about Amazon? What about Walmart? First of all, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Target played in our faces. We knew Amazon wasn't shit. We knew Walmart wasn't shit. But Target, we were rooting for you. After George Floyd, you pledged all this money, you rolled out all of these programs, you partnered with all of these black brands, you carried all of this merchandise. We were really proud to shop at Target. And for you to throw us out the window at the first stop up the road just means that it was all fake. And now that we know that you are who we thought you were, we have to now act accordingly. So
we have some big news right now. Target is now warning of significant price hikes coming in the coming days.
And we ain't coming back to Target no way. Target, you already showed us who you are when you cancel your DEI policies. That means it's not a priority to you to hire black and brown folks and veterans and women and so on. You want them black and brown dollars though. You got black and brown folks in your commercials breakdancing and doing cartwheels and flips, and you got hip hop playing in the background. You want them black and brown dollars, but you will not prioritize equality in employment. Target, you can meet with Al Sharpton, you can meet with Lenny Kravitz and Bruno Mars. You can go on the next fake flight to space. We still ain't coming back. And we ain't going to Walmart because they not much better than y'all with the DEI stuff anyway. And Walmart racially profiles a lot of people at the door, accusing black and brown folks of stealing, forcefully checking their receipts and all of that. So fuck them too, respectfully. Yeah, we ain't coming back, Target.
So did y'all hear that Al Sharpton was meeting with the CEO of Target? I'm telling you, I was like, Target, you are really trying it. You are trying it. You need to go get with Gayle King, because y'all are delulu. You've been written off, okay? You're doing all the wrong stuff to get our attention back. I really don't know what you could do at this point to bring me back. And I'm telling you, I was a loyal Target girly, all right? Now, I will admit, I have been in Walmart on a couple occasions. But you know what? My daughter was cracking up because I said, I'd rather go into Walmart, who showed me they was racist, than Target, who pretended to be my friend and then came out and showed their true colors. Once you cross me, it's hard for me to do an about face. You're gonna have to be humble. What Kendrick say? Be humble. Sit down. Target, figure it out. You ain't doing the right thing. All this performative blue bracelet shit is getting on our fucking nerves and driving most of us even further away from shopping at your raggedy ass store. If you really want to do the right thing, talking with Al Sharpton ain't gonna do it. Okay? That's like going to fucking outer space for 11 seconds and pretending like you did something to inspire the girlies. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why are these people so clueless? Who are they getting their info from? Go to TikTok and watch the creators, okay? Maybe that's what you should do to get some ideas, some inspo where you can pull us in, because that ain't happening. We'll not be shopping at Target.
Target is going out of business and they're going to be filing for bankruptcy. I really think that's what's coming, because the Target CEO is meeting with Al Sharpton to discuss why they rolled back DEI efforts, because they are in such a hole, because their sales have been massively down. Their foot traffic has been...
Now I saw that and I like that. Target is fucking around and finding out. But I feel like it's only April. This has been going on pretty much since the election. And the fact that they could potentially file for bankruptcy this year, I think that that's extremely important because it's only been 4 or 5 months of this boycott and they could potentially go bankrupt in only 12 months or so. That tells you the value of our dollar, the value of what we can do if we truly put our mind to it with respect to these companies, whether that be Amazon, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, or any other companies that aren't in support of DEI or the ones that supported Donald Trump and his re-election campaign. So I just think that it's really important that we continue to boycott and not give money to the companies that are just, they have no morals, that they're just dog shit companies in my opinion. Because if Target goes bankrupt, that tells you the value of our dollar. And it tells you what we can actually do when we put our minds to it. I know that a lot of times it feels very helpless, that what we do doesn't really matter, but Target is a prime example of what we as Americans can truly do to combat this administration.
Target met with the Reverend Al Sharpton, and since the boycott started, I have been considering, like, what could Target possibly do to get me to start shopping at their stores again? So now that they've met with the Reverend Al Sharpton, I've been thinking, like, what could Reverend Al say or do or whatever to get me to go back to Target stores? And I'm just not really sure that there's anything. See, because watching Harvard University and the Big Ten tell Donald Trump to fuck off further reinforces kind of my disgust and disappointment with Target. And I just don't know that there's anything that they could do or say at this point that would get me back in those doors, because the opportunity for them to say we're not going to do this was there. You know, because Costco said it. Costco said, we don't give a fuck what you say, we're not doing it. Even Starbucks said we're not going to roll back our diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. But Target and Walmart, Target was like the first big corporation to turn its back on us, to turn its back on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Like literally, the executive order was signed, and the very next day, Target announced that it would be completely rolling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Like y'all didn't even have to think about it. So for me, it was almost like it was something that y'all always wanted to do anyway. It was like y'all were just waiting for a good excuse or a good opportunity to roll back those programs. So I just don't think that there's anything that Target could do to get me back into those stores. Target, like the black community, you know, the 92% black women, we loved y'all deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it broke my heart to watch y'all do that. Like, I recorded so much content going to Target every Saturday morning with my son, shopping for all kinds of different, I was in love with Target. And that's just how y'all did us. And I just don't think, like, for me, I don't think there's anything. I don't think that there's anything that y'all could do. I'm thinking about it, but I've been thinking about it since y'all decided to roll back your DEI. And I've come up with nothing that y'all could possibly do to get me back into your stores. Not even meet with the Reverend Al Sharpton. 92%. Is there anything that Target could possibly do? I want to hear your opinion on this. Is there anything that Target could possibly do to get you to return to shopping at their stores?
Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm called Irene So Eater. If you're new on this channel, kindly consider subscribing, consider liking, consider commenting, tell me exactly where you're watching me from. And I'm very hopeful that we're gonna be keeping a very interacting moment down there below in the comment section. So in this video today, I'm gonna be reacting on how Black Americans out there, they have been boycotting, or we're gonna be talking about Target boycotts, especially from the Black community. There is immense boycott that has been happening since the beginning of this year. We have always been seeing that, exactly what has been going. And we all know that the Black influence wins, and we all know that the Black dollar also matters. When you look down on the dollar, Black people's dollar, then we're gonna run away from you, you know. So that I'm sorry, I just shrugged. Oh my god, I'm sorry. So Target has been targeted by the Black communities, and we also saw that Latinos also came in and came into the came and joined the vanguard of the Black Americans, you know. And this all began when the target scaled off, like the target wanted to dissociate, when targets dissociated themselves from the DEI. You know, DEI means the diversion, equity, and inclusion. You understand, where business community were included in the, they will come, where target will come and also support the Black community businesses. So from since ever when the target distanced themselves or dissociated from themselves from the DI, a lot has been happening. The boycott, you have seen target losing a lot of billions, and it's being said like a target is gonna be termed bankrupt at the end of 2026, or at the start of commencement of 2026. Target will be announced bankrupt, and this has prompted Target CEO and the big people up there to come out and look for people to just bring the Black community back to the stores, because the stores, it's like the stores were being, or everything that was in at Target were being purchased by the Black people. That's why we always see like the Black people dollar matters. You understand, when you look at them with that eye, they will always run away. We have seen Black people now going at Walmart. They're going to purchase their stuff at Costco. Don't mind about my English. I'm just a village girl, you know, living in the village. Trying to put this sentence together, because this thing of Black America, the strong Black America, has really hit the wave, you know. And we are, what do we call it? We are a force. Black people, we are a force. When we talk about Black American, we are force. We will come out when you come at our Black people. You understand? So don't mind about my English. Correct me where necessary. I take correction positively. You understand? It's even in the Bible. A human being who takes correction positively is always ready to learn. So I'm ready to learn, guys. So we are being told like now they sourced out this activist that has been for the longest. He's a big man, like Reverend Al Sharpton. He's a big person. So the Target officials went for him and they're trying to convince him like, hey man, you need to talk to these Black people, Black Americans. We need them back to the store. Our store is going, the store is already going down. Nobody's buying there, you know. So the Americans have all come together to say like, we are not shopping there, so they need help. So guys, Reverend Al Sharpton, like I was telling you, he has been an activist for a very long time in the United States of America, you know. And we know that at the start of the boycott, at the commencement of 2025, Al Sharpton was not the pioneer of the boycott. So I think they should have looked for somebody who had the strength, who had the powers to move the Black community and to just make them understand what it is, what is the cause of the boycott, who knows the cause of the boycott, who understands the Black community well, who will understand the DEI initiative. You understand? So when Black people are now asking themselves like, why would they look for Reverend Al Sharpton when he was not the pioneer? This guy has been manipulated. This guy seems like he has been bought. You know, he does not care about the Black communities. He does not care about them. He does not care about the people of color. He does not care about the minorities. So why are they considering him to talk to the Black community when it all started in the first, when these people roll out of the when these people roll out of the DEI, when Target roll out of the DEI, he never came out there and spoke for the Black community. Now he's the one who is being fronted to have a talk with the Black community, or to convince them to come back to the to go back to the Target. I don't think if the Black people are gonna do that, they have said no to Al Sharpton. I think the Black community need to tell they need to come up with their own personal, their own representative, not for the target to go, officials to go out there sourcing for people who never cared about the black community. And we are being told that that even as this crumble, or at this this time, this moment where people are just thinking of sit down with the black community, as it continues, it's not even yielding no fruits. But even the shareholders, we are being told that the shareholders are also rolling out of the target. If the shareholders, the people who makes target to stand, are now colors, this is has to end, we have to stop this, we are moving out, there's nothing is going, because the business is no longer bringing up the profit. What are they doing there? There's nothing they're doing there. So they're like, manze, now that is Swahili. I'm gonna teach you some Swahili. They're like, manze, we have to go, we have to roll out. This is not giving, it's not bringing no profit, you understand? So even the shareholders are going, they are going. And as you have seen that in the videos that I've compiled together, guys, you see black people coming out and saying that we are not going back to Target, we have moved on. They have moved to Costco. Costco stood with the black community. Costco approached and initiated the DEI initiative. So it means it considered the black community, the black community businesses, you understand? It was there to support the black communities. So they have, the black communities has moved out, and they're not going back, they're not looking back. So guys, I'm called Erin Soita. If you love my content, kindly make sure you subscribe to this channel, and make sure you make sure you put on the notification button, so that you get notified wherever I post every new video. And if you love this place, this is the village, Kenyan village life. So it's from me, till I see you in another video. Bye bye. Bye bye. No way.